Hi beautiful people, it's Courtney. Today I'm very excited for this video because you guys have been requesting it like crazy, and it is to fix my $1 Wish slimes. Now those videos have been going crazy. You guys seem to be loving my $1 Wish slimes reviews, so I have more coming. I also have like a $1 Amazon slime review coming soon, so stay tuned for those. But so many of you guys have requested for me to try to fix the slimes and turn them into a better consistency, and I absolutely love that idea. So of course I had to film it for you guys, try it out. Today I'm going to show you a bunch of different methods, all using different ingredients in case maybe you don't have one. So we're going to see the difference between all these different ingredients and how to fix these Wish slimes and make them just a little bit better. Before we jump into it, I have new merch right now. I made some Slime Squad shirts, some Beautiful People shirts, all types of different things. So if you're interested in getting merch and joining our little Slime Squad family, check the link down below. But if you don't want to get merch but still want to support my channel, it would mean the world if you could click that subscribe button, turn on the bell next to it, that way you're notified when I upload new videos, which is 3 times a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. You can expect a brand new video around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time usually. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's go ahead and jump into it. This first slime was definitely more of a clay-based slime, if not completely clay. It wasn't that stretchy, but it was supposed to be like a butter slime. So without anything added to it, as you could see, it's a little bit stringy. It kind of thins as it's stretched, but it's not bad. So I'm going to turn this into a actual butter-like slime where it's really fluffy and stretchy. So first, I'm just adding in a little bit of shaving foam to make it a more fluffy texture, and I'm just adding in a little bit at a time for all of these. That way it doesn't like mess it up if you add in too much at one time. As you can see, this was a little bit messy, and the shaving foam by itself definitely makes it more of a stiff texture. So I'm adding in a little bit of lotion, and I'm just going to be adding the lotion and the shaving foam back and forth until it's like the perfect texture. The lotion is going to help with the stretchiness and make it soft, and then the shaving foam is going to make it more of a fluffy texture. So I'm just adding in some more in little tiny amounts, and I'm just going to keep adding it in until it's the perfect texture. And as you can see, it does get a little bit messy, but it's not bad. It's like putting lotion on your hands or shaving foam. And I found that this worked really, really well, and it turned into a normal looking slime. It looked great. It was fluffy. I was able to play with it and swirl it. So I think this worked really well for this slime. I would highly recommend it for any slime that's maybe a little too much clay in it. This next slime was a clear jelly cube slime, and as you can see, it kind of ripped quite easily. I do like this one a lot, and I thought it would make it a little bit better if it was a little more stretchy and didn't break as easily, because the clear part in this is a little more like a putty versus a slime. So what a lot of you guys recommended that I wanted to try is adding in some hair gel. So I'm just adding in a little bit at a time, and as you first like mix it in, it definitely makes the slime more sticky and it makes it very stringy, but once it starts to combine, it definitely makes it a lot more stretchy. So I'm just adding it in very small amounts, and you want to work it in really, really well. It takes quite a while to kind of combine the gel into the slime, but once it's added in, I found that it definitely made it a lot more stretchy and less prone to ripping. So I think this one worked really well for like a clear based putty slime, and even though the hair gel was blue, it definitely didn't affect the color, and I figured with this one it would make it purple, worst case scenario, but it didn't even do that. So I think this one worked quite well. You just have to work in the hair gel quite a bit. Now here is another clear putty-like slime. So this one I thought I would try a different method from the last version. So of course you could add the hair gel to this one as well. As you can see, this one rips if you stretch it too quickly. It's definitely more like a putty. So the first thing I wanted to try was adding it into warm water, since this is what I would do with normal slime if it was a little bit stiff and I wanted to make it a little bit more stretchy. You just massage some warm water in it. Now this one, for some reason, it didn't like to absorb a lot of the water. I guess whatever it was made out of, it just didn't work the same as it does with normal slime. So I kept massaging water in, and then it really didn't change the texture of it. So I decided to go to a different solution. So of course you could do these for all of the slimes, is just add some real slime into the slime. So I'm just adding in some clear slime, and this was a really stretchy clear slime. I wanted to make sure it was like sticky and stretchy. That way it would help the putty as much as possible. And for some reason it just didn't work out that well. I'm not really sure why. You could definitely add probably a lot more clear slime in, but then for that matter, you could just kind of make your own clear slime. So it wasn't that great of a solution. It made it a little more stretchy, but still you had to stretch it quite slowly. It had a very dense putty-like texture. So I don't know. I definitely think the hair gel does work better. I even tried adding lotion to it, which I know will make it a little bit more cloudy, but I was like, hey, maybe it works. But it didn't really make it that much stretchier either. So this one was kind of a fail. I guess it worked a little bit, but not too much. Now this last slime was the absolute worst slime I ever got from Wish. As you can see, it looks nothing like a slime or a putty. It was just like falling apart. So this one needed a lot of work. So the first thing I did was massage some lotion into it, and that just made it like even more slippery and slimy. And it wasn't like a normal slime texture. I know sometimes when I say, oh, it feels slimy, you guys are like, well, duh, it's slime. But this one actually, it just felt so gross. It's definitely not a normal slime texture. It left like this really sticky, slimy residue on my hands. So then I decided to go in and maybe add some shaving foam in it to make it a little more fluffy. And this, again, was an even bigger mess. It kind of made it super stringy and fall apart. I was like, oh my goodness, this one is like impossible to save. So then I went with the last resort, which was just adding in some white slime into it. And I didn't know if it would like combine well with this, because I mean, look at this. It was just a mess, but it actually worked quite well. So I mixed in some really stretchy, sticky slime in the hopes that it would kind of soften it up. And it actually did quite nicely. The color transferred so pretty. I know this isn't like a great fix because it is just adding slime to it, but it definitely helped turn this into a manageable slime, and the color was super pretty, and it was, as you can see, it's getting a little more stretchy, but I did end up going in and trying to fix it even more because it was still a bit on the stiff side. So to fix this slime, I try to add a bit of lotion in it. Like, this is pretty much all of the past recipes tied together just to try to fix this. So I massaged some lotion. That didn't help that much. I put in some warm water. This helped a little bit, not a ton though. It definitely helped some because of the slime that was already in it. So this helped a little bit, and then what I found worked best was just adding in even more slime, and then it finally made it like a great texture, probably because it was mostly just slime, but the color transferred nicely. It was like a really pretty color. I didn't add any coloring to this at all, and it's so funny because this final result is what it was supposed to look like from the beginning, so it definitely took a lot of work to get here. This was definitely kind of a pain, but it did turn into a really normal looking slime at the end. attempt at fixing wish slimes. Let me know which method was your favorite and what other methods you use to fix your wish slimes or just slimes in general. I would love to know in the comments down below, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye!